Good afternoon and a very warm welcome back to the Maracasina Stadium here in Rio de Janeiro. It's the third day and we're here at the final block on this third day of competition to give you a roundup of everything that's happened so far and a look forward to what we're going to get. Here's David McFall. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon, Sheldon. Well, we had a fantastic day of action today. We started out with 52 kilograms, and what we saw basically is Pavia basically blowing through the lineup. She didn't do a lot of big ippons, but strategically she dominated a lot of the folks that she faced, and the final one was Yamamoto Anzu, and she really got that long arm out there and kind of a prevent defense. Not the most appealing at times, but it was very, very effective, and Anzu had no answer for that.
Could have been the stumbling block for the French beauty there, Yamamoto Anzu, but she never really came to terms with controlling that big right arm, a mistake that people before her have made.
That's right, and she's going to be facing Silva, Rafaela Silva from Brazil, the hometown favorite. Silva had, I think, a slightly easier draw. And she went through Carmichael, she went through Ojai, and then she went through Nyadova. And I think that this should be a really interesting final. It's going to be a challenge for Silva to see if she can solve the Pavia problem that no one else has been able to solve thus far.
I like that one, the Pavia problem. Okay, so down in the second half of the draw, who have we got to look forward to?
On the other side of the draw, we've got Bendetti, and she had a spirited fight against Minakawa. But she was able to use that kumigata of hers basically to off-balance Minakawa and then catch her backpedaling for the ippon.
It was a rough house, wasn't it?
It really was. And she's going to go up against Marty Malloy, the USA, who did a good job dispatching Roper. She was behind and then got a wonderful ippon in, I'd say, about the last minute of the match.
Nice combination.
Absolutely, a wonderful combination. It was helped a little bit by Roper, who tangled her legs up and helped that Sumigaishi turn into an ippon.
Just a little bit about that matchup. Bendetti, the combative, aggressive and punchy Slovenian, moving down from 63 as well. She's not small. She's got a good size about her, and Marty Malloy, because she's a powerhouse as well.
That's right. Malloy is going to have to get inside, get past that kumigata, and then do her own judo. I even looked to see maybe some sort of stemiwaza possible if she could come in and grab the torso. I think on the ground, Malloy looks stronger.
Okay, that's the women in the under 57 kilo category. What about the women? What about the men in the under 73 kilo category?
Well, as we said earlier, we had a packed division here. We had 78 judoka who qualified, and Sanjigal pretty much just methodically moved through the lineup until he just blew away Nakaya with that very powerful, first a single Osoto, and it turned to a double, and then everyone was sort of hushed because Nakaya was down on the tatami.
Nakaya took quite a blow to the head and suffered a minor concussion. He was kept still just for safety reasons until a brace could be applied and was taken off on a stretcher, but he's already been to the hospital for a scan, and he's now returned to the arena, and I'm not entirely sure, but he may be sitting up just to our right-hand side with the rest of the Japanese team. But the news is that Nakaya Riki is okay, no difficulties with the scan, and he's been released and he's back here at the venue. So that's really good news, because there was a time when it didn't look that good, and we apologize for if any of those images were upsetting or disturbing, but he's okay and everything is in order with Nakaya Riki.
That's really good news to hear. On the other side of the draw, facing Sarajango, is going to be Legrand, who has basically been going through the draw pretty well here, and not spectacular, but very, very effective.
And in that half, Sanjigal and Nakaya up there, Legrand and Yikibayev, Dastan Yikibayev from Kazakhstan. The Kazakhs had a really good day of it yesterday.
That's right.
And they're going to be looking to follow that up today.
That's right. Now looking at the other half of the bracket, we have Van Tichlik and he's going to go up against Drex. What do you think for that fight?
That's a tricky one.
That's why I passed it on to you.
Which one are we looking at? Sorry, I got thrown there momentarily.
Versus Drex.
We've had that. That's why I got thrown, because...
That's right. All right, maybe a little bit too much coffee. All right, we're going to have Van Tichik, and he's going to go up against Ono Shohei.
I'll tell you why it's difficult, because these aren't... We've got two sheets here, and when you look at one, you think you're looking at the final. But we've got two sheets there, so it's a little bit tricky, and then we've got another board here that tells us something else.
Too much information.
Yeah, too much information. The fight that we're going to look at is De Van Tichelt and Ono Shohei. I'm lucky that Dirk isn't going to get to see this, because I'm going to go for Shohei here. He just looks the quality is just too good. He also looks incredibly well prepared physically for a Japanese. When you see him open up, he really looks cut, and he looks in good shape. And I think that the combination of throwing skills, speed and power is going to be a little bit too much for Dirk van Tichelt.
That's right, and I think they really stepped up, because the Japanese, they could afford one or two divisions where they could put in an extra fighter, and they're really lucky to have Shohei. He can pick up the slack now that Ricky is out.
Okay, and then that pretty much does it for our predictions. Yamamoto and Jakova, have you spoken about them? We go back to the 57 kilo category. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm liking Yamamoto.
Yamamoto over Jakova, although Jakova is inspired after her teammate Kelmendi winning gold here yesterday. Camila Minakawa and Miriam Roper, I think we've done that one already, and that we've got for you. If you want to see anything else, then click on map number 2, and you'll get Yamamoto and Jakova, Pavia Silva, Nakaya Yukibaev. Well, we're not going to get that one.
We're not going to get that.
Sanjagol and Legrand. That's what you will get on map number 2.
Looks like an action-packed afternoon.
We're going to go down to map number 3. The first of the contests is Camila Minakawa of Israel. She faces Germany's Miriam Roper. Sit back and enjoy the action.
Categoría de 56 kilogramos femeninos. Rio de Janeiro, are you ready? We will just hear everybody clapping your hands from the waistline. 1, 2, and 3. Everybody go to basketball. Clap. Oh,
Nice shots of the Rio background, the backdrop to this World Championships here being staged at the Maracanã Stadium, adjacent to the huge football arena that will be used for the Football World Cup. Rio staging a number of important events, Judo for us, World Cup football, and then the Olympic Games coming up. Camila Minakawa on the left-hand side of your screen there, Miriam Roper on the right.
Well, that football stadium outside is kind of a shrine, a cathedral to Brazilian football there. They had some mementos from Pele's years, and it was little goosebumps looking at them.
Minakawa has fought in this venue on many occasions. I think Roper's fought here a couple of times. I don't think the venue comes into it. I think what does come into it is the Brazilian crowd. Minakawa is not going to be overawed by where she is. She may be physically daunted by who she's got to perform for, if you see what I mean.
Yep.
The Maracanã is not going to do it. It's the crowd in here that she will want to perform for. Roper, well, she just wants to get in there and give herself a shot at
a medal,
individual world championship medal. Here we go then. Kamila Minakawa in the white judogi versus Miriam Roper in the blue. It's the Israeli versus the German, but Minakawa's got that Brazilian flavor.
Oh, and that was
lucky she turned off that. And now the thing is, she's seen it once, and she needs to avoid that. Because
Roper already here. I mean,
oh, she let go of the arm. I'd have held onto that for dear life.
I don't know what she was doing there.
I'd have done everything to keep hold of that arm. Now, she's had the warning shot. You know, if you don't know that that's going to happen, you've been watching a different Miriam Roper. That is Miriam Roper all over,
and, that was
and she gets off it again.
Yes, big Ouchi right there.
You've got to know that this is coming. A lot of movement. Don't go forward.
And
well,
there was a third time. And Roper's got the Yuko up there already, but that's 3 straight.
You need to see it once, just once, and then you know what's happening. Can't afford to let Miriam Roper get that close to you and think that you're going to stay in there.
She's taking that grip, she's drawing her opponent in, and she's attacking.
She's on that one side for a little bit too long. Roper has a completely different tempo to Minakawa in this contest so far.
Minakawa is lucky not to be behind only by Yuko here.
She's lucky to still be in the contest.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
any one of those.
3 really big attacks.
Exactly, and any one of which could have taken her over for Ippon. Well, poor tactics there from Minakawa, just holding on to one side for far too long. That's better.
But there we go.
At least she gave it a go.
Yep.
The problem was that Roper was able to launch it from whichever position she needed to. Helping hand up from Roper, but I think it's more pride hurt than physique. She would have wanted to have given a much better performance than that. That looked like a hangover from the previous contest to me.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. And where was that when Roper was up against Marty Malloy? We didn't see anything close to that.
Well, the simple reason for that is Malloy is wise to all those things.
Right, you wouldn't let her get inside like that.
No chance. Roper's Malloy's too clever for that one. But I'm surprised at Kamila because she's seen Roper before, and she ends up throwing her with the same technique. But it's the 4th time she's had a go at it in the referee's in front of the clock there, so we can't see.
I'd say about a minute and a half.
In a minute and a half. You know, that's not what Kamila Minakawa came here to do, but it's exactly what Miriam Roper would have wanted. We've got a second repechage contest taking place on the adjoining mat. That's, well, sorry, there's a semi-final going on up next.
That's right.
Coming up next, but the other repechage contest is Yamamoto Anzu up against Nora Zhakova. So Yamamoto in the white judogi for Japan and Zhakova in blue for Kosovo.
Yamamoto down by just a penalty right now. Yamamoto looking to get a little leg work there. She's looking for the dash, but then goes in for Seoinage. Oh, and almost catches Zhakova with Seoinage there, and then turns in again for Seoinage attempt. So just a couple penalties up there. Pair for Yamamoto. One for Jakova.
Now, we haven't seen the whole fight, and I know that there's still a little bit of time left, but I like to see it from start to finish. Yamamoto, I get the feeling, is carrying a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
At not only the loss to Pavia, but the method by which she was edged out.
Well, it's 0 for 2 for her against Pavia in the last two fights.
In the last two. So they're tied up now.
But she's doing a nice series of attacks.
That's better.
here.
That's better.
Yep.
A little bit more activity.
A little crisper, but overall good attacks. Trying to get a little dashi Barai going, then work with the Sanagi on the other side.
I wonder.
She's getting her grips, basically. I think she's getting the positioning she wants. Just a little bit crisper execution, and you can see a little tap there, and then she drops in, and then she works her tomonage.
I wonder how much more we can expect as far as development is concerned from Yamamoto. It's 3 years between Rio World Championships and Rio Olympic Games. Wonder what she can offer up during that period.
Well, to tell you the truth, you know, when she was a high school student, she couldn't really travel as much. I mean, she was in high school, but now that she's in university, she can travel more with the national team, and I'm hoping that she's going to be able to mature against players like Pavia, who offer gripping situations that she's not used to in Japan. I mean, that seems to be a bit of her Achilles heel.
The danger for some of the Japanese athletes is that they push themselves too hard in training as well, and then there isn't the kind of staying power that's needed when they come to compete. She's only a youngster. I hope she's not being pushed that little bit too hard.
Well, you know, she's at Kokushikan now, so I think that'll especially help her develop her newaza skills. But I think that's part of the reason she's filled out. You know, besides the fact that she's just physically maturing, being at she was at a top sports high school, but it wasn't necessarily a judo power. Now she's at a real judo power, and hopefully that will help her develop, crisp things up, hone some fine points. Well, she's up here by a warning in the closing seconds. And takes this one. But without a major score, not really the kind of judo we're used to expecting to see from her.
I really like Nora Jakova, the Kosovan who's just lost there. She constantly in the shadow of the of Kelmendi, who is going to make it even worse now because she's world champion. So if she had come here on her own and achieved 7th place at a world championship, she'd have gone home a hero.
That's right.
You know, top 10 finish at the world championships from a Kosovan, that would have been great. Difficulty for her is that you've got a world champion to contend with.
And you can see Yamamoto Anzu is not satisfied. And I think it's not just at this point that she lost the match to Pavia. She's not been able to in the last 2 matches to
generate
do her own
anything,
new judo, to generate. She's frustrated, generally frustrated.
The next contest we're going to bring you is Flora Begeti of Slovenia in the white judogi, and she faces Marty Malloy of the United States of America.
And you're hearing the cheers because on the other mat, it's going to be Rafaela Silva from Brazil versus Anthony Pavia of France. Here's Marty Malloy, flanked by her Mike Swain. And there we have Vendetti.
Begeti moved down from 63 kilos. It was all getting a bit full up there with Zolnia and Tina Tursteniak and a couple of others. So she decided to cut a bit of weight and try her hand at 57. She faces the Olympic bronze medalist from London here.
And as we said, if Malloy is going to be successful here, she's got to get inside. Don't let the kumigata of Bendetti affect her judo. And Bendetti close. She's doing it again. She's frustrating fighters with those quick hands and then driving forward. Malloy looked a little stab there at the leg. And Malloy picks up a penalty. She's really got to go toe-to-toe with Bendetti. She can't allow herself to be backpedaled and can't allow herself to be intimidated by that fast gripping, kind of a jabbing counter punch of Bendetti. And that's a little better, getting inside her and getting onto her torso a little bit. Bendetti backpedaling. Malloy can maintain that and keep moving forward.
21 years old, the Slovenian. Thought that was the going to be the call. The Jetty now picks up the penalty. Another Ojigari stab there. Needs to keep her head up, Marty, and just keep that right arm from coming over the top. Stand up a little bit taller and push that back off. That's right. Better.
That's right. Keep those feet moving.
There you go.
Here we go. That should go for Yuko Wazari.
Wazari it is. Now the contest is going to take on a different shape. Nice.
So good
Wrap
the way she wrapped it up. Yep.
And the Jetty is going to have to
pour it full on.
Look, and she's going to end up looking worse here.
Yep. Even scrappier.
Yeah. This is going to play right into Malloy's hands.
Exactly.
Here. So, you know, it's all forward here. Not any. Not even many.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. That's the Wazari right there.
Yeah.
I like the way she wrapped that hand up too.
I'd look to go left and right.
I like that. So she's tying up those arms now, not allowing Bendetti to do that sort of jab counter punch. It could be called gripping, but oh. And Malloy had a good Kolsota there that she was working on. See her catching this. Just kind of lost her balance from driving forward. And this contest is half over. Marty Malloy leading by Wazari. Penalty apiece. Bendetti frantically trying to work the grip here. There we go. That was the big Wazari before.
Both fighters being penalized here.
I like the fact that Malloy gets another Yuko. Anytime you clearly hear the crowd reaction.
To Pavia being
And Malloy
thrown
here is
for Wazzari.
getting very close. She was working at a Jujikatame there. There he is, yes, it's that Kosoto. Does a good job there, maintaining it. See, the hooks that leg, hops in, a little bit more pull with the arm, and she probably could have gotten a Wasate Ippon.
Good control of the hands here. But Bigetti couldn't free her arms
This
up
is
there
what
at
she's-
all.
This is what she's
Yeah.
been doing the last 2 minutes. Now
Yeah.
that she's got the sleeves, Bendetti just desperate stabs
Powerless.
with the legs,
Yeah.
but really cannot do much.
Malloy's got to put in an attack, though. There's 1:10 left to go. There's too much time to try and coast there with 2 penalties on the board as well.
I'd say the way she's got the 2 sleeves up, turn into Sore Suri. I don't know if it's part of her repertoire, but yeah, she's got to do an attack now. A little Ashiwaza will give her, yep, there we go.
Needs an attack, though. The foot taps aren't going to count for much. 40-odd seconds left to go.
Yeah,
She needs to find an attack
yeah,
here.
she's going to get nicked here, I think. Yep. Nope. So Malloy. That was a little better.
Okay, yeah.
It's a marginal attack, but it was
Yeah.
wasn't a false attack.
This will be it then. Oh.
That'll that's gonna get it. Yep.
Can't afford a mistake in 20-odd seconds. And almost brought her down.
Almost a reversal here. So we are going to have a final of Marty Malloy versus Atome Pavia for 57 kilos.
Well, it's going to be Malloy. She's taken this one here. And I think she pretty well showed the way to deal with the on-rushing Bigetti, but then she did have the benefit of having scored Wazzari. In the other semi-final, it was Rafaela Silva who scored the Wazzari, and she puts Pavia into the bronze medal match. The final will be
Silva right here, yes, not Pavia, yes.
Malloy and Silva.
Yeah.
Pavia was dealt with in exactly the way that she should be, you know,
That's right.
because the Brazilians had done their homework, and it's not a lot of homework. Silva fought Pavia exactly the way that the fight needed to go, and that's why she came off the winner.
So then, are we going to have a bronze medal match of Pavia and Yamamoto again?
We'll sort out who goes where. Pavia and Yamamoto can't fight again,
Okay.
so that one's done. So it'll be Bigetti and Yamamoto, Roper and Pavia.
Okay. Well, I like when Malloy had the grip on both sleeves there of Bigetti and was controlling her, but I didn't like in the last minute 45 when she went a little bit in the defensive mode and almost gave the whole thing away.
Poor. The next contest that we've got to bring you is Rok Dracic of Slovenia, and he faces Dex Elmont of the Netherlands.
I'm gonna have to watch my back walking out at night. I'm gonna call Pavia over Silva. And I guess Yakabayak is just going to walk out and take the bow because he doesn't have an opponent with Nakaya effectively sitting in the stands today.
The other semi-final was due to be Nakaya Riki against Dastan Yikibayev, but we've already seen the head injury that Nakaya suffered, so Yikibayev on the adjoining mat, you can see him just to the left of your screen, he'll take a bow whilst we get on with the action. Rok Dracic of Slovenia and Dex Elmont of the Netherlands. We're underway in this repechage contest. Elmont having been defeated earlier by Ono Shoei of Japan. The crowd are bound to be slightly subdued given the fact that they haven't got a home fighter in this one, and they're just coming down off the high of Silva having defeated the #1 seed Pavia in the under 57 kilo category semi-final that preceded this contest. But still a bit of a buzz around. Here comes Rocky coming forward with the right arm around the left shoulder of Elmont, looking to get close. He's got that busy non-stop look about him, as though he's one of those kind of wind-up toys that plays a drum and he never stops beating, moving left to right all the time, arms flaying and feet going. He still hasn't stopped. Elmont with a precautionary attempt there just to break up the grip from Rok Dracic.
Maybe he's had one or too many cups of coffee.
And despite the frantic movements of Dracic, he hasn't fooled the Argentinian referee, who nevertheless dishes out a passivity penalty, taking as long to give the penalty as it did for Dracic to draw.
Oh,
beautiful Ojigari. Really, really nice. And Dracic was back on his heels. The minute that Elmont went in there, he was already, you know, falling backwards and couldn't get off it.
So the patience of Elmont wins over the frantic action of Dracic. Hopefully we'll have that on replay just a moment.
Winner on mat 3 for the Netherlands, Dex Elmont, and on mat 2 for Kazakhstan, Dastan Yikibayev. On mat 2, Nakaya Riki from Japan, did not compete due to an injury.
There we go. Love the way he squared off the body there as he was going in. Boom. Gorgeous.
It's the second really nice Ojigari that we've seen for Rippon today.
And who was the first?
On mat 3.
Was that Nakaya Riki?
It could have been, or no, Sanjagol on Hong.
That's right. That's right.
Sanjagol.
So that was Sanjagol's two, so he had two very big ippons.
No, Sanjagol didn't throw Hong for Ippon, did he? It could have been Nakaya Riki. Who would Nakaya have thrown?
Yeah, the Sanjagol Hong fight was a kind of a snoozer.
Could have been Huang.
I think it was Huang. I think that was it.
Don't know if he threw Soroka. Somebody on mat 3 threw really nicely for with Ojigari for Ippon earlier on. Coming up next, Dirk van Tichelt of Belgium faces Ono Shoei of Japan. It's Van Tichelt in the white judogi and Ono in blue.
Área número 2, a Mongolia de Judo de branco. Bronze nos Jogos Olímpicos de Londres.
There's Dirk van Tichelt.
De azul, na França. Bronze, Jogos Olímpicos de Londres. Hugo Legrand. Área número 3. De branco, da Bélgica.
The afternoons always have an almost packed audience.
Paris 2013. Ouro Solier.
So you're guaranteed quite an atmosphere. There's Ono.
Certainly a party. And so we're underway. Kind of a lunging attack there by Van Tichelt. Going to do a little lateral movement here. And a big Uchimata, doesn't quite get it to roll over. A nice opening move. Kenkayotsu action here.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes!
beautiful!
That was quality from Ono.
That was gorgeous. Big Osalto. Drive over that leg, control the upper body. Boom, boom, boom. This is going to be a heck of a final if Sanjigal answers the bell as well.
You know what I love about judo? It's first of all, you got to love what you've just seen from Ono. But look at the behavior of Dirk van Tichelt, right to the edge of the mat. He gets absolutely buried here. Here he's got a chance of being in the final of the World Championships. He gets buried with a beauty from Ono. He takes it in, he gets back up. It's the etiquette needed to congratulate your opponent and bow off with some dignity, whilst inside being absolutely destroyed, you know.
Right.
And he still has it. He still hold it together and says, "You did a good job." And to pat Ono on the side, and you know, there's all these sorts of things when you just want to die, don't you? You just had the biggest prize of your life ripped from you. Good job done by Dirk Tichelt when the disappointment was so huge. There are a few highlights from earlier on, and we'll just talk through
In the meantime,
about that. We haven't gone over there yet, have we?
no, Legrand is on the ground. I mean, it's not an ippon, but he was up. He's shaken up by something.
Oh, these are the he's had a bash to the head. So these were highlights from the Sanjigal Legrand match taking place on the adjoining mat. We'll come over here and take in this contest. 2:42 left to go. Sanjigal Niamocha of Mongolia, Hugo Legrand of France. There's one Shido against Sanjigal, but as of yet, no score.
That was really a jarring impact there that Legrand took kind of face first onto tatami. Not this one, but the previous one where he was, I'll just say, incapacitated for a bit. And now both fighters have a penalty, so it's all evened up. And we're halfway through the time in this contest. Oh, and that was a really good attempt there by Legrand. I like the way he came over the top and get the leg Unfortunately, it looked like the sleeve arm just sort of slipped out as he was trying to execute that throw. Legrand is going to give his all and almost got caught by Dayashi Barai there by Sanjigo. But Sanjigo didn't really have, like a one-handed grip there.
Ono put on a show earlier on when he fought Wang. And I just wonder if we're going to see something like that from the Japanese in the final, because he looks as though he's capable of taking anybody. Legrand was just lucky to get off that, wasn't he?
That's right, that's right. That looked the power of Mongolian Judo right there.
Just the right hand he lost control of.
Legrand now is down by a penalty. And Sanjigo goes in
He's
for that
really
again.
working him now, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. He smells blood in the water.
Oh, could have countered with the Uchimata.
That's right. Legrand might be in trouble here on the ground. Sanjigo is working that side Komi and trying to get the grip. See that again, another look at that. See that turned over and then the leg get in there. Legrand was fortunate to be able to get out of that one.
This is Legrand's 6th fight of the day so far. 4 rounds, quarter-final, and now the semi-final. Oh, he was up there again. Oh, great counter from Legrand.
No, I think that's right. I think Legrand countered and Sanjigo countered again.
Let them have a look at it.
Up, up, and then Sanjigo gets it. See that?
Sanjigo's over. Sanjigo's over. Sanjigo isn't in control of that anymore.
We'll see. I think they're going to go back.
And if there is, there should be no score then. That's the way. Hugo Legrand turns the man. That was the action that brought Sanjigo over, not his throw. He was going in one direction. Legrand took him in the other.
That's a nice Stemiwaza attempt there by Legrand. Good idea. Go for the Stemiwaza. See if he can bring the tatami. Burn some time off the clock. Legrand can afford one penalty here. And as time moves out,
he's going to get it.
He's going to get it right there. He's got to maintain that grip if he's going to do that Stemiwaza.
Sanjigo's going to have to chase him down in these 16 seconds. He'll take the drop penalty, and when Wang Goqiao calls a Jimmy, there'll be 16 seconds left.
And Legrand's got to tie him up here and go toe-to-toe, and that's what
You've got to give everything.
Doing.
He's got to look at the clock.
Sanjigo's not
now or
charging.
never. Now or never.
And Legrand is going to go to his 7th contest of the day.
He can't believe it.
Against Ono Shohei.
I think they should give Sanjigo a second here, because this is the 2nd time that the final of the World Championships has been ripped from his grasp.
And I believe Legrand is the first French that we've had, French male, to make it to the final.
Why, have we had a French female then?
I believe not.
I believe I'm with you on that one. Legrand and Sanjigo hug after the bow, but I'm not at all sure that it wasn't just Legrand asking him to hold him up.
Yes.
Because he's knackered.
Look at it. That look at Legrand. He looked like, wow. I snuck that one in there.
Well, we've got 5 minutes between now. Here is the action.
Yeah, you're right.
He turns him. There's a point where he loses. That's where he's lost control now.
Right.
He's no longer going Uchimata
Right.
there. He's now turning this way.
And Legrand is just rolling with
And
momentum.
it's just rolling.
Yeah,
I hate it. I absolutely hate that technique because Legrand hasn't done anything except take the loss of momentum and turn it there. He falls onto his back. I've always hated that. The first time I saw it when the Ukrainians were doing it, I thought, you know, this is not a nice thing, but that's in there.
That's judo. Certainly.
Yep. Well, Valjan Yam, the coach, walks out behind, just past our commentary position with Sanjagol, poor old Sanjagol. What can he do to get in to, well, he got into the World Championship final and lost to, no, semi-final and lost to Dex Elmont. But we've now got a second time when he looked as though he could
had
do
the
it.
momentum all day,
Yeah.
and it seemed to be
He really did.
inevitable.
And unfortunately for him, he couldn't take it into the final. We're going to have Hugo Legrand of France and Ono Shoei of Japan. I dare say that the man with the hardest job is going to be Hugo Legrand.
Well, 7 fights, and now he's up against Ono, and I think Ono's just been gaining momentum all day, and we saw that big Ochi where he finished up the last one, so you got to go with it. You know, we were thinking at the beginning of the day we were going to see a Nakaya Sanjigo final, and we didn't get it. We didn't get close.
Well, the contest before Ono Shoei and Hugo Legrand is going to be a rematch from Tokyo. It'll be Dex Elmont and Sanjagol Niyamocha. And it was Dex Elmont who ripped off Sanjagol's arm there, put him out for 6 months. The return, however, came in London when Sanjagol Niyamocha defeated Dex Elmont for the bronze medal. So there was some payback there, and was Elmont left Tokyo with a world silver medal. Sanjagol left London with an Olympic bronze medal. Ask which of them which one they want, and they'll both say they wanted the Olympic one, and only Sanjagol came away with it. Here it's a little bit different because they come back, and it could be, you know, round 3. Elmont versus Sanjagol, round 3. Who else have we got before that? Well, Yamamoto Anzu and Flora Beggetti in the under 57 kilo category, the first of the bronze medal matches. The other bronze medal match is Miriam Roper against Autumn Pavia. And then the final of the under 57 kilo category, Rafaela Silva of Brazil faces Marty Malloy of the United States of America. And then we've got the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 73 kilo category. Dastan Yikibayev of Kazakhstan faces Dirk van Tichelt of Belgium. That's the lineup. Let's hear from David McFall and the first of those bronze medal matches. Your thoughts, David, on Yamamoto and Beggetti?
Well, first thing I got to say, all 3 matches look like quality matches here. Yamamoto versus Beggetti. Well, Yamamoto, the last 2 matches, has not been able to pull off anything that resembles her judo, and I don't think Beggetti is going to give her any quarter here. So this is going to be a trudge, I think, for Yamamoto if she's going to get this bronze. In the second one, I think if anyone can work off Pavia, I think Rober could if she stays as aggressive as she did in the last match we saw. And finally in the final, well, Silva versus Malloy. Malloy's been looking better and better, but Silva's the hometown girl. That's going to be an exciting match that's going to keep all these fans at the edge of their seats.
That's what they're really looking forward to, isn't it?
That's right, that's right. This place is going to be rocking, and it's going to be a great, great fight.
5 times. Well, we'll come to the Sanjagol Elmont matchup. Dastan Yikibayev and Dirk van Tichelt.
I'm liking Yikibayev.
Yeah, Dirk van Tichelt is going to have to bounce back from the disappointment of the smacking that he took from Ono Shoei.
And not only was Shoei strong, but Van Tichelt looked flat.
And then we've got Dex Elmont against Sanjagol Niyamocha. 5 times they've fought. They've been up against each other 5 times, and it's 4-1, by the way. Sanjigul. So Sanjigul's got the beating of him. Just that one loss that he suffered in the World Championships in Tokyo that I mentioned earlier. And they fought here before in 2010 at the Rio Grand Slam when Sanjigul defeated Dex Elmont. So not only have they got some previous in this very arena.
I'd say Sanjigul's got him smarting after that last defeat, and I think he's going to come out of the blocks here just raging bull. And Elmont's got to be careful there.
Yeah, 4-1 the score between Elmont and Sanjigul, and I think he's the favorite for that. I also think that we've seen Legrand looking so tired that you've got to go for Ono, but not just on the tired factor. Ono looks the man, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's, you know, he had started out with some quality judo, but it's almost like he sensed that Nakaya was out and he stepped up. So this could be his moment to shine in the sun.
Right, let's go to the action. All the medal matches now, the first of which is Yamamoto Anzu of Japan. She faces Flora Beggetti of Slovenia. It's the Japanese Yamamoto in white and the Slovenian Beggetti in blue. Here's a second tricky contest for Yamamoto in a row. She found Pavia awkward, and the likelihood is that she'll find Beggetti.
Oh, and that was a nice move
awkward.
there.
I'd like to see Yamamoto throwing.
Yes.
Actually, she had that really nice Koichigari earlier on, didn't she?
That's right.
I can't remember who it was that she threw earlier with Koichigari.
It was the first round or first or second round there.
Who was it that she threw with Koichigari? Threw someone really nicely. Did Yamamoto. And we were saying that was what was missing from the Hashimoto Yuki.
I think it was Amaris.
Could have been.
I think it was Amaris.
Amaris from Colombia. We're going to put that down then as one that went Yamamoto's way, throwing-wise, for Ippon. I'll just check it because I'm not sure how many Ippons Yamamoto has scored today. She certainly scored one on the ground in with Yoko Shiogatami. Difficulty work. Well, she scored two Ippons.
And while we're talking about Ippons, I'd be remiss to mention that yesterday's performance at Ebinuma, he won by all Ippons.
What a guy.
Thus far, I'd say that is the performance of the competition.
Well,
But back to the action here. I don't think that Yamamoto looks very bothered by Vendetti, even though she just got a warning here, got a penalty here. She looks a bit looser, and while Vendetti has got that scrappy kind of gripping, she's not coming over the top. Well, there she did right there, and bothering Yamamoto Anzu with her height or her reach. And you see just that, the Japanese coach urging Yamamoto on to take control of the gripping. And now Yamamoto's looking a little bit like what Marty Malloy did,
yeah, just
of grabbing the sleeves
yeah.
and making sure those arms aren't flailing out there like that.
.248 left to go. No score yet. Just the single.
There we go.
Penalty against Yamamoto.
So that was a good attempt there at Uchimata. You know, I don't think I've seen it Uchimata for Yamamoto.
I think you might be right. I think I saw an attempt one.
I've seen Seanagi's and Taitoshis,
low
but I haven't seen
Taitoshi,
Uchimata.
Kouchi. She stepped off that Ochigari, and now here's a chance for Yamamoto. Let's see what she can do in the middle of the mat.
The hard thing is the length of
Yeah,
Bedjetti's
Bedjetti
legs.
looks quite strong there, doesn't she?
Yes.
She's got the turn now. Yes. Could be problems for Bedjetti.
Bedjetti's trying
They're
to
all
get her
getting
hand in
clever.
there. Yep.
They're all getting clever with the hand now. To grab the trouser leg to
That's
keep
right.
it down.
That's right.
Whoop, whoop. She can't get enough
That's
of the
right.
foot on the thigh to push down. Nice turn though. And what I liked about that was she showed sufficient enough strength for the turnover.
That's right. That's right.
Yamamoto showed sufficient enough strength, and what Bedjetti will feel now is, I'm not going there again, because we've seen
Yes.
that so many times. You know,
Yep.
it's a fairly straightforward and simple thought process. Process when you know your opponent is so strong. Too many fighters fall into that trap of thinking, I'm not going there. So the first thing that she does is try to get away, and it's in the getting away that she begins to open herself
That's
up.
right.
You stay there and tight, you
See,
might have
Yamamoto's
tight enough
got-
defenses.
She's got the two collars in
Yep.
there. She's under the shoulders.
Here comes the roll. I like this one as well. She looks quite strong with the right foot there, and that's blocked Yamamoto's progress.
But that kind of position she did, that's classic Kokushikan Newaza right
yeah.
there.
I love
And
that.
that's something that
I
we
love that
haven't,
turnover.
and it's something we have not seen from her when she was younger.
Yeah.
So this is a,
What?
I don't get that.
No, how can that possibly be?
And
She
how
was
can that be-
all over her, all over the girl on the ground, and he give a penalty. It's incredible.
Someone explain that to me. That's ridiculous.
What on earth was that thinking? There's no way that should be a penalty.
That's pretty poor. Well, let's see if Yamamoto can answer that with some good waza. And she goes in there, look like again for that Uchimata.
I've seen some things in my time, but that is incredible. Two really, really top draw sequences of attacking Newaza, and then she gets penalized.
Defies logic.
And now they've given her another one. There's one fighter in this, and she's picked up 3 penalties. What on earth has Flora Bedjetti shown in this match, as far as judo is concerned?
Nada.
Are we watching a different match?
I don't know what the story is. Yeah, if Yamamoto goes down by penalties, this is a travesty.
Why should a fighter work so hard at developing an important part
And
of
Bedjetti is just burning time
judo
off Newaza right now.
when they give 2 expert executions of attacking judo, they stand up and get given a Shido? Why would you bother?
No, they just, unless Yamamoto come up with a move here, they basically handed the bronze medal over to Bedjetti.
It's not Bedjetti's fault. You know, she's got nothing to do with it.
But it's handed to Bedjetti. I'm not saying.
No,
yeah,
not
right.
at all. I'm not saying
Right,
that
right.
you're saying it. I'm saying if anybody's out there thinking that we're getting at, it's not. It's not her fault at all. All she's doing is fighting.
Yeah, it was
The
ridiculous.
coach is supporting her. Bedjetti's out there fighting as she fights. But so's Yamamoto.
Right, and Bedjetti's just cruising right now. She can just throw any sloppy move here and just burn the clock off.
That's better from Yamamoto. Just that one bit of frustration at the end where she really gritted her teeth and she showed
right.
some anger. Flora Bedjetti of Slovenia takes the bronze medal in the under 57 kilo category. Overcome with emotion, the Slovenian there. as she sees off the challenge of Yamamoto Anzu of Japan.
It was the first medal for Slovenia in Rio. Primera medalla de Eslovenia en Rio. La medalla. Now we see the highlights of the bronze medal fight.
Just watching the some of the highlights from that particular contest. Thanks to Al Honda for your email, Al. We're on the same page, buddy.
Absolutely an astute observation, no doubt.
In blue for France, the European champion and Olympic bronze medalist in London, Pavier.
Right, coming onto the mat next, Miriam Roper of Germany, and she faces Autumn Pavia of France. It'll be Roper in the white judogi and Pavia of France in blue.
We got a quick message of support for the match after this from Marty Malloy from our good friend Dino Plavich.
Okay.
Dino. Sorry for butchering your name, Dino. Planchik.
We're gonna there she goes with the big Kosoda Gaki. Pavia trying to come back with Anuchi Mata, but you see, this is what Yamamoto couldn't offer up.
Yes.
Against Pavia. You know, put her on the back foot a little bit. It's a fight.
Charge her, yeah.
It's a fight. Some of them, you got to fight some of these people. You can't finesse everybody off the mat. Some people have got different tactics. They've got a different way of looking at it. And, you know, look at where Roper's grip is. Right on that elbow. Right on the elbow.
That's right.
Silva, same thing. Underneath, right on the elbow. Make it difficult.
We've got some sort of cheering section behind us for the German.
First minute gone and not a single threat to Roper. Oh, she almost out of there, hooking in, and just at the last second, Pavia almost turning Roper. But there's Roper only knows one way. It's that forward movement, and then just about getting off the counter from Pavia.
I love it. I love this aggressive judo by Roper.
See, she's had to go inside now.
Yes.
Can't go over the top. At least you've made a change. You've made a change things up, and with the change comes a different look.
That's right. Pavia has to adjust here.
And then we can see what else she's got to offer up.
And look at that game face on Roper.
Yeah. There you go
Look
again.
at this.
Oh, pressure from Roper.
That was a lot of pressure right there. A little difficult to see from that camera angle from above.
Yeah.
That's a little better angle to see.
I love this matchup.
All three of these women matches I knew were going to be
going
bruisers.
again. Pavia's got to deal with the initial onslaught. Roper launching all the time, and it doesn't matter whether Pavia gets in the first attack or not. Roper's there for the with the leg in response.
I'm liking this Ashiwaza from Roper. She's not letting Pavia have her grip, and then she's drawing her into her torso and just attacking that leg.
Just drawing
and
breath.
It's going to happen again.
Oh, yes, that was a great piece of work from Miriam Roper. One way, and then the left foot coming out to turn her over.
Lovely.
And now we really do have a contest on our hands.
Well, it would appear thus far that
she missed the leg, actually.
It was a bit of Tewaza.
Yeah, she missed the leg. Oh, and they've given Ippon.
So Roper has solved the Pavia problem.
Yeah, well,
we have a winner, folks.
Miriam Roper, it is, who takes it. We've got two bronze medalists there who really, a lot of people will be surprised, that Flora Beggetti and Miriam Roper. But on the day, they both did what they do best. Beggetti saw off her opponents in the way that she knows how, and Roper came with an attacking judo that was exciting, refreshing, scary for some of the people, and she scared Pavia off the mat there.
Yeah, I mean, if she tightens up a couple things, I could see her at the top of the podium. I mean, she's so aggressive. Good Ashiwaza.
She didn't stop. That was her modus operandi, as you say, and she just kept going.
She shows the heart, and I think if she focuses a little bit more, she could be like another Matsumoto Kaori. I mean, really, this aggressive judo that she's showing here. She's got to tighten some things up technically, I think. But wow.
Miriam Roper, bronze medalist at the World Championships, and it's not a team event. She got that all on her own in the individuals. We've got the final now of the under 57 kilo category to come.
She's dancing down the aisle.
It's Rafaela Silva of Brazil, and she faces Marty Malloy of the United States of America. It's an all Pan America matchup here in this under 57 kilo category final. They're the two fighters.
This place is going to get really loud right now.
Silva on the left of your screen and Marty Malloy on the right there. Into the arena comes Marty Malloy.
Flanked by Mike Swain.
Gee, it's like MMA in here.
Yes, yes.
Booing Marty Malloy on the way in, but it's okay. They're kids, you know. There's a lot of kids and non-judo people in the arena. We'll let that pass. This morning, when it was all judo people in here, it was a very good and very receptive crowd. We'll let the kids have their moment.
I think the weekend we'll probably see more of that from the early on.
Where is this gold medal going? Yeah, Malloy, within the first 8 seconds, called for hitting away the hand.
A little bit of nerves there, perhaps. This is the biggest final I think she's ever been in.
Well, yes. No doubt about it. The biggest match she was ever in was the Olympic bronze medal match.
Steadying herself. She took her little Ashiwaza.
I think it's better if Malloy is moving. Silva's got that kind of power judo, and you don't want to be around there flat-footed.
And you called that. Looks like she's going for the Juji Katame. Nope. We'll call a mate.
Malloy's Nevos is really good, but you don't want to be flat on your feet with here in Rio de Janeiro. Malloy, if you told her 2 months ago you're going to come to Rio and become, take a silver medalist at the World Championships and an Olympic bronze medalist all within the space of 12 months, she would have taken it.
Yep.
She's not going to be happy now.
No.
She'll just be so disappointed. But Rafaela Silva is on top of the world, and she's doing it in front of her own fans. The crowd roll out the Brazilian colors.
Yeah, this place is celebrating that win in a big way.
Well, we know just how emotional a girl she can be because she cried like crazy in London when she lost. She can cry again like crazy now, and it's not going to feel anywhere as bad. What a great moment for Rafaela Silva. An incredibly difficult background. There's no secret to the story about where she comes from and how tough it was growing up. And here she is, champion of the world, and she does it in front of her home crowd. And I think it's right, the score.
Yep. Malloy was doing her footwork and just sort of got caught there. Comes in and, yep, Deashibrai has a counter. Wonderful.
I just didn't think that staying still with Silva was a good idea.
Yeah, a little lateral movement to set that up.
You need to be moving.
But I would say Silva had her tied up for a Saikomi and was looking at the ref for the call, and she should have just kept there, because if that was Wazahari and Malloy had come back and done something, she would kick her, Look at that. Look at how she's perfectly. Good. The timing was perfect.
No, he says Wazari, and she holds her.
Okay.
Silva holds her. He says Wazari. That's on. No problem. He's in there. He's in there for the and then for the Jujigatami. She rolled out of that.
But she's still looking at the referee. Don't look at the referee.
Yeah.
Don't look at the referee.
Get busy on what you've got to do. Yeah.
Exactly. By looking at the referee, you're leaving a back door.
Yeah. You take your eye off the action.
Exactly. If anything, in that Yoko Shio, she wants to put her head down to the tatami to prevent the roll.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. The point is mute. She's taking the world championship.
That picture's going to be superimposed all over the statue.
Yes.
That overlooks
Rio de Janeiro.
Christ the Redeemer.
Yes.
And they'll put Rafaela Silva in front of that. I can see that happening now. The next contest that we've got to bring you is the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 73 kilo category. Dastan Yikibayev of Kazakhstan faces Dirk Tichelt of Belgium. It's Yikibayev in the white judogi and Van Tichelt in blue.
He did a shot of the stand, and there was about 6 people on their phones. They just saw blah, blah, blah. And the first 2 moves go to white.
It's Yikibayev. He had that walkover in the absence of Nakaya Riki. Nothing is going to make the crowd happier.
No.
I can't see any, well, except if Rafael Silva beats Teddy Riner. That's the only thing that could top Rafaela Silva winning. Nothing is going to beat that. It's such a favorite.
Well, they certainly wanted it with Sarah Mendez, and it didn't come to fruition. they got it here with Rafaela Silva.
Well, we've said on a number of occasions that a gold medal for the home team really makes the championships. And the Brazilians, well, they waited until the third day to get it. But when it came with some style. Rosie Campos, the Brazilian coach, just walked past us crying. She gave us a bit of a wave.
Crying, beaming, crying.
Yeah, I think she gave everybody a wave, not just because it was us. We just happened to be in the way. By the way, Rafael Silva is the number 1 seed in the plus 100 kilo category. Teddy Riner is the number 2. So there goes your, that's your final, if you want. If it's true to form, we'll see that. And there would be no better way for the Brazilians to end this championship than for them to win it and beat Teddy Riner in the final. What are the odds?
Would you care to wager on Silva?
I ain't putting a penny on that one. I've worked hard.
Not going to give me a chance to win back.
Dude, I've worked hard to earn that money, and I want to keep it. Actually, I worked hard to borrow that money off my colleague, so I'm not going to give it up easily. 2:51 to go. Yikibaev has picked up one penalty, and Dirk van Tichelt avoids getting caught there. I don't think that it was any part of his acrobatic ability that kept him from getting thrown. It was Yikibaev not executing correctly. So
yeah, Yikibaev has been the aggressors thus far in this fight.
Thanks very much to Sogbata Biamba for your email. I'm in complete and total agreement with your thoughts. Over goes Van Tichelt. Nice to know that you're enjoying the broadcast, and hope everything is good for you up there in Simon Fraser University in Burnaby, British Columbia. Probably taking time out from lecturing and sneaking in some judo TV. I'm always amazed at how many people get to watch the broadcasts when quite clearly they should be doing other things. Anyway, Sogbata
multitasking.
Yeah. It was a better grip there from Van Tichelt. Tried the Uchimata combination, but neither of the attempts were really serious. Sumigaeshi and Kazakh Yikibaev sees that coming and blocks it easily. Oliver Horstman, Kayla Harrison, you were asking about Kayla Harrison. She's had knee surgery and is going to be out for at least another 5 months. Possibly 6. She's already been out for a while, and she is really missed, because that is a quality joke, a quality judoka. I love watching Kayla Harrison. Missed again.
And she wasn't around, I guess, for the cadets, but she got that junior world Olympic champion resume.
Yeah, you know, you can't argue with that kind of material when you hit the high notes so many times
Well, she peaks well in the big tournaments.
She's the real deal, as they say in the United States of America. Ikibaev and Van Tichelt still slugging it out. Van Tichelt just trying to hang in there because Ikibaev picked up that penalty, and it's that separates them at the moment with 34 seconds left to go. No one's going to write this one up in the annals of famous battles. Ikibaev picks up another penalty. Van Tichelt just massaging his way through this last half minute. Got handed a get out of jail card there when Ikibaev picked up the second penalty.
Trying to work a little Newaza here, but more importantly working the clock.
He also almost freed up the arm. Udigatami was coming. Would have been nice. Marius Visa watching on. He's only been up from his seat once. I wonder what point it was that he was trying to make. Ooh, inventive from Ikibaev.
And now he adds a Wazari on there with 5 seconds left.
Oh, they've given to Ikibaev Wazari. I think they're going to have a look at this. Let's just slow this down. Right. Well, there's no score from, yeah, I think that's one-handed Tewaza from Dirk Van Tichelt. There's obviously no score. Blue goes nowhere near his back, and Ikibaev gets turned. So Wazari it is, yeah, one-handed Tewaza. All nice.
Yep, man, took off.
This is a tricky sport. It really is. And people say, oh, you know, judo's no spectator sport. It's a difficult sport to follow. You know, you really, really have to be involved in the thing to see some of the nuances, because we argue like hell about whose score it was and whether it was blue or white or whether it was a score at all. You come in off the street and you spend money and you don't know what's happening. It's very, very tricky. The key, well, congratulations to Dirk Van Tichelt, first of all. An excellently executed Tewaza.
That's right.
You know, the coach has no chance of avoiding being picked up there. Well done to Dirk Van Tichelt, and bronze medal to him. He sees that come in, turns it, and he's still got one hand, and he rolls him over. Fairly simple. This is where he knows, and this is where he works him.
Yeah.
And it's clear Van Tichelt knows it.
The intent is clear.
Look, he's up. Yeah, got him, because he knows what he's done.
Yes.
Very few people. Look at that. It could have been a kata move, you know? And look, there. That's when he's throwing him. Lucky to come out with only Wazari.
Yes.
Threw him on his back, look. He threw him on his back.
Yep.
Great score. Great score from Van Tichelt.
Good way to finish. I'd love to see that instead of winning by 2 penalties.
Ikibaev also deserves mention on a 5th place to him. The way to do it, however, is, well, we can't talk about it because Dex Elmont of the Netherlands faces Sanjagal Niramocha of Mongolia. It's Elmont in the white judo gi, Sanjagal in blue. We've already spoken about these matchups. 4-1, the Mongolian leads the head-to-head. Sanjagal has won the last 3 matchups. He beat him in the IJF Masters in May in Tumen, and then he defeated him in London at the Olympic Games as well to take the bronze medal, and beat him in the semi-final of the Grand Prix in Dusseldorf last year. It was in Tokyo that he suffered his only loss to date, when he lost in the semi-final of the World Championships. Elmont looking for some payback. Sanjagal looking to stretch the head-to-head lead 5-1.
And like I said, I'm sure it's been some time, but the sting of the semifinal match is going to last with Sanjigal, and he does not want to leave this arena with that little bit of hardware.
Elmont's a serious counterpuncher. I mean, really. He's got great throwing skills. And Sanjigal will be well aware of that. Both fighters will be given passivity warnings. Definitely got to get me that badge.
Oh, a nice opening move by Sanjigal there.
Oh, I don't believe it. He's so lucky that the referee called Mate here. Watch.
Yes.
Straight for the leg. Lucky the referee called Mate. I mean, he's done it so many times. Martin Ahrens must have had his heart in his mouth there. Mate had been called. Tight, as you can imagine. Two fighters of this quality, and the tension is amazing. And Sanjigal switching from holding on to one side, now takes both.
Oh, that was a nice
good
Ojigari.
one. Almost down there for the Yuko.
That was a good driving Ochi there. Just a few degrees short of a Yuko.
I think that's good. I like it. I like that for Yuko myself.
I'm going to go with the referee there and say it's a couple degrees short.
Everybody else is. I'm marooned out there on my own thinking that's a Yuko.
Apparently not just you.
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
in front of a video monitor has a like opinion. Two guys in front of video monitors.
We're on the same page here, look. There's just too much of the body going down with a nice action to not give him the score. He had a good part of the side of the body going down, top and bottom, and that's Yuko for me. Neat bit of work from Elmont. He finishes by turning onto his front, but not until he lands. It's a landing. Landing onto the side, then rolling onto the front. It's the landing that you give. And that was Yuko. That's the lead. 2.5 minutes left to go. No problem with the amount of time on the clock.
Good turning by Elmo there for a second, looking at some Searage.
Unperturbed by that effort. He steps around it quite nicely.
I think he anticipated a little bit there, was able to step around rather easily.
Sanjigal looking to rush him, and Elmont backing up, avoiding getting wrapped up in any close quarters. Oh, turned him this time. Sanjigal just trying to push it a little bit too much, too soon. Didn't need to do that. Risked it, and Elmont was waiting there. As I said, counter-puncher.
Yep.
Good counter-puncher. Good counters. And caught Sanjigal off balance. Almost
Sanjigal
got him
back
again.
Yep. He's turning in, but they seem to be slower and less deliberate each time.
No doubt about that one. Yamamoto and Nakaya will be the two Japanese so far to have left medal-less. Yamamoto having lost out to Vegetti, and Nakaya suffering a minor concussion that kept him from continuing in the competition, so not able to fight for the bronze medal, or not even able to take part in the repechage contest.
That's right. That's right.
After the loss to Sanjigal. A little over a minute left to go. Good lead here for the Dutchman. Sanjagol having to really chase this. That left arm.
Bit defensive.
Didn't like the look of that. Nor did Nuno Martins. Calls it beautifully. Couldn't get past the Portuguese referee there. Saw that one. And Elmont picked up his second penalty. Can't blame him. I think I might have my my back end against the advertising hoardings. If I was trying to keep Sanjagol off. Here comes the Mongolian again, backing his man up into the corner. And Elmont just collapsing.
See, that was a Sanjagol I was hoping to see from the opening. And I think if he had been that aggressive in the first 2 minutes, he wouldn't have fallen so far behind. I mean, he had the turn-ins for Seanage, but that was an interesting little exchange.
He's notorious as a slow starter, Elmont. Sanjagol, sorry. He's deliberate, takes his time. He's just walked off the area here, but he's not off. Not off until the referee says he's off.
Well, he's going to pick up another penalty, perhaps, but it doesn't matter.
Not going to matter now with a second to go, as David McFall says. Not going to matter with a second to go. Sanjagol has been outfoxed in this one. It's Dex Elmont of the Netherlands who is going to take this one. 4-2 now, sorry. 4-2.
That's right.
In the head-to-head. And you just have to suck this one up. He does pick up another penalty, but it won't matter. Elmont it is who wins it here in Rio, taking the bronze medal from Sanjagol Nyamocha. They know each other pretty well, though.
That's right.
That was that. We've got one more to bring you. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from this second bronze medal match. The Dutchman, Dex Elmont, taking bronze here in Rio.
There we go with that first counter to the society, to the Seanage, and then the second one.
Let's say hello quickly to Russell Watson. Russell is in Dartford, in Kent, just down the road from me.
Oh, wonderful.
And
stop by, say hello.
His 9- and 8-year-old thoroughly enjoying the coverage. Not unless I've read that incorrectly, and he's 98 years old. So but Russ, thanks very much for your message. Coming up next, Hugo Legrand of France faces Ono Shohei of Japan. Ono in the blue judogi, I think. Legrand in white. I wonder whether Russ's children are enjoying the broadcast as much as Russ is. Hello to whoever's 9 and whoever's 8. Hugo Legrand in the white judogi, Ono in blue. I hope they're going to enjoy this one as well. And this promises to be a really fascinating matchup.
Well, Legrand in his 7th match of the day. He's had a bit of a rest there.
He's not as cut up as he normally is. He normally picks up a cut here and there, but he's been okay today. Hello to Ronnie. He's getting ready to go to work, and he's decided that he doesn't even want to go to work anymore. He'll stay home and watch the judo. Don't blame me for that, though. the final of the men's under 73 kilo category. Hugo Legrand in the white judogi, Ono Shohei of Japan in blue, and we're underway.
And first waza is by Legrand, who drops in for Tomoe. Doesn't really fool Ono at all. And Uchimata by Ono. Look, he's testing the waters there, stuck his leg in there. Really didn't work on rotating it too much.
Billy Goldsmith is backing Ono. He sent us a message to say go, go.
Go, go, Ono.
Yeah, that's catchy, eh? Billy's on the ball, mate.
That's it.
Poet.
The poet didn't even know it. Was that Akimoto there in the judges' chair? Let's see here.
First minute, nice and quiet. Legrand watchful. Ono praying.
Yeah, Legrand was trying to use a little ashiwaza there for a bit. And there at the edge of the other side there. Where Ken Kayotsu, both of them working to get that sleeve grip.
Legrand guilty of overly defensive posture and penalized by Vladimir Fostrikov. Not sure what it was that he was hoping the referee would give there. You know, what he didn't need, what Legrand didn't need, was that breaking concentration. Didn't need to take his eyes off what was happening. And the second that he did...
Bit of an overthrow, actually.
Yeah. The second that he did,
Big
Ono
Uchimata
was in there. Yuko's good. Yuko's a good score, because it was an overthrow, but he came down on his side first of all and then rolled onto his front. So Yuko's good. But it came immediately after. He stopped to remonstrate with Vostrikov about something.
Right.
He looked over at the referee, and that was the one break from just focusing on the man in front of him, Ono, and then start to think about what decision the referee was making. And immediately after that, Ono was on him, threw him for Yuko. Both fighters guilty of gripping infringements there, but Legrand has now picked up a second penalty. Ono is first.
Legrand goes in there for Uchi. Legrand looking more aggressive there. Came in for Uchi again and almost got countered by Ono. That was that Uchimata.
Sebastian John said that it was going to be Ouchigari or Uchimata. Unfortunately, his message only just got to us, so we couldn't give Legrand the heads up for you, pal.
Yes. Doesn't quite get the credit for the forecast either, since we've seen a bit of
so
both.
many.
Yes.
Hey, but okay.
Oh,
he goes
there we
over
go.
again, and this time it'll be Ippon.
And so, the third straight gold medal for the Japanese men.
3 for 3.
And 0 for 3 for the ladies in terms of the top of the podium.
How odd. Legrand just gives the Ukemi right at the end, as if to say, couldn't get off that one. I love Legrand for that too. We've seen great sportsmanship here. We've seen terrific winners, but the guys coming second, they're a credit, a real credit for their behavior. Especially when you're at this level, the highest prize, or one of the highest prizes next to the Olympics, you know, and they take it really well. Look at Legrand here.
True judoka, true
Yeah,
Budo,
absolutely.
good sportsmanship, the whole deal.
You know, when you get beaten and you get beaten well, you don't bellyache about it, and Legrand didn't do it. You know, De Fantichel didn't do it.
And Ono looks like he's just relieved A lot of these guys, they win, they're jumping over. He's like, all right, mission accomplished.
Job done. So,
for tomorrow, the Japanese man is going to, the pressure is really on.
yeah, the pressure's really on.
Who's next?
I think we're going to see some highlights, and then we'll come back and we'll have the wrap up. In the meantime, just want to thank Sebastian John. Thanks very much for your message there. Ronnie, you can go to work now.
Here's Uchimata. Shazam, boom. And this one, he had much more control. It was not an overthrow.
And Al Honda, thanks very much for your message. You are perfectly correct.
Gorgeous Japanese judo right there.
Legrand wanted Ono to be penalized for breaking the grip off, and in that split second, it was when he got caught for the first of the Uchimatas. Here was the second. It was about which there was no doubt. He tried to close his legs on him there, didn't he? Just tried to shut up shop, but he still went over.
Too late. It goes just to show, if he was trying to look at the ref for getting that call, let the ref be the ref. You cannot be the ref. Let the referee make his own calls. Or if someone's going to bitch and moan, let it be your coach.
I'm not sure if we can say that word with 9 and 8 year olds watching.
I meant a female dog.
Okay, right. Well, I hope you've had as exciting a day as we have here. Because we really have had an enjoyable day's
Another
judo.
fun day of judo.
We've seen incredible matchups, and Silva was the gold medalist in the under 57 kilo category. Ono was the gold medalist in the under 73 kilo category. We come now to the awarding ceremony. Let's go down there and take in the pictures from the awarding ceremony.
Germany, Lilian Hopper, and for Slovenia, Flora Benetti.
Bronze medal to Miriam Roper of Germany, and to Flora Begetti of Slovenia.
Mori Malloy.
Silver medal to Marty Malloy of the United States of America, and don't look so sad, Marty. You're an Olympic bronze medalist, a world silver medalist. You know, be happy. Gold medal goes to Rafael Silva of Brazil.
Nice smile.
It gives us that big beaming smile. Happy days. Right here in front of a home crowd in Rio de Janeiro. Obeid Alanzi handing out the checks, and he's just about the right money, the right guy to be handing out the money, given that he was treasurer of the International Judo Federation previously. So a good man to have
an appropriate
in that
choice.
job. Yes, yeah.
There you go. There's your pose.
Yeah.
Silva the Redeemer.
Yeah. Good one, David. You're on fire today.
I learned from the master.
Maxim Lambert sent us a message. Supporting Hugo Legrand. Well, he's come away here with a silver medal at the World Championship, so that was a pretty good call.
We're going to rise for the Brazilian national anthem.
Rafaela Silva had already shed her tears. And now a happy group picture. Is that João Daly on the right-hand side? That can't be. I think it might be. That might be João Daly on the right-hand side of the picture. Double world champion for Brazil. Marty's got a bit of a smile on her face now. It's a little bit better. That's nice. Silver falling for the gold medalist. There's a little bit of gold there as well.
Just got caught absolutely perfectly.
I just got uncomfortable with her not moving. They were standing there, and you know, Silva's
static.
rock solid.
It was static.
You know, she came from 63, she was there, she was rock solid, and then I just thought, no, don't stay there. Too strong to try and, you know, muscle with Silva. And the minute she moved, she was over. Right, they're setting up for the next awarding ceremony. That will be the men's under 73 kilo category. We've got more of the same tomorrow. We'll be back here at the Maracazina at 10 o'clock. We'll do a wrap-up in a minute after the under 73 kilo category awarding ceremony, which is taking place now. Let's go down there and see the athletes onto the podium. They can't stop showing Silva, can they?
I mean, it could be the highlight of the entire competition for the local crowd.
And Silva goes over to the far side and dancing with her teammates, and it's a big celebration going over there. Meanwhile, here are the medalists in the under 73 kilo category. Bronze medal goes to Dex Elmont of the Netherlands and Dirk van Tichelt of Belgium. Silver medalist was Hugo Legrand of France.
Gold medalist and world judo champion from Japan.
Can you get Marty Malloy when she comes past? Marty Malloy.
The prize will be presented by the forward IJF General Secretary and IJF Delegate, Mr. Eddie Louis. Entregar prêmio dinheiro combinado, ex-secretário-geral e atual delegado da Federação Internacional de Judo, senhor Eddie Louis.
The gold medal went to Ono Shoei of Japan.
Para entregar as flores, convidamos o vice-presidente da Federação de Judô da Mongólia e comissário do Judô for Peace, senhor Pagmal Pira.
Solicitamos ao público que fique em posição de respeito para a execução do hino nacional do Japão.
And now the national anthem of Japan. Ono Shoei making it 3 for 3 Japan. I wonder how they feel now. They got to be feeling good.
Well, all I got to say is that the pressure's on Nagashima Keita, who will be fighting for 81 kilos tomorrow.
But he's probably feeling really good about it. That's the winning lineup. Ono Shoei of Japan, the gold medalist. Hugo Legrand, the silver. And then bronze medals for Dex Elmont of the Netherlands and Dirk van Tigel of Belgium. That's all the live action that we've got for you today. The third day of competition at the Maracanã Stadium here in Rio de Janeiro. We'll be back at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. David McFall and myself. But from all the broadcast team here in Rio, bye-bye for now.
See you tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's program of the World Championships in Rio de Janeiro 2013. On behalf of the International Judo Federation.